Alright guys, welcome to my Corel tutorial. This is a series of a Corel tutorial, and in this tutorial I'll be talking of the shape tool. So let's just dive right into CorelDRAW. Okay, now in this tutorial we'll be discussing the shape tool. If you look at the shape tool, you have so many tools in this shape tool group. But we'll be discussing only this shape tool because it is one of the most powerful tools you'll be using in your CorelDRAW. So now let's see how it works. Now, first we will see how to use the shape tool to round the corners of an object, especially the rectangle. I will click on this. I'll click hold and drag to create the rectangle. I'll drop this. Now, to round the corners of this rectangle, you ensure your rectangle is selected by clicking on it. You click on the shape tool. Now, once you click on the shape tool, you notice the knobs around the rectangle, the nodes around the rectangle changes. These are called nodes. They will change. Now, to round the corners, you click on one side, you click and you hold and drag to round the corners of the rectangle. Now you see the corners are rounded. Let me undo to bring it back to what it used to be. Now, what if you want to round just one side of the rectangle, not the three side of the three side of the rectangle? Now you select the rectangle. Now you see all the sides of the rectangle are in dark mode. Now once you click on the side you want to round, you click once, you notice that all the other sides are now white. So what this means is that this side has been activated for you to round. So you click, hold and round and drag. That side will be rounded. You do the same for this other side. Click, hold and drag and it will be rounded. You notice these other sides are still white. So this is how you round the fork, how you use the shape to round the corners of an object. Now I will just keep this by the side for reference purpose. Now we'll see another function of the shape tool. Let me click, hold and drag this object. Now, in order for us to do so many things on this, we have to convert this to curve. Now, for you to convert this to curve, you come to Object, you click on Convert to Curve. But before you do this, you ensure the object you want to convert to curve is selected, because if you try to go to convert to curve without clicking on any object, you notice that this is grayed out. That is because you've not selected any object. So for you to do that, you click on the object you want to add effect on, you click on object and you click on convert to curve. Now it's ready for you to work on. Now to convert to curve, watch what will happen in this property bar. I will click on the shape tool. Now you see many other functionalities are out from this place, but they are grayed out because we've not done anything on this object. Now to convert this object to curve, I'll click once on the line I want to convert to curve, or the particular line I want to convert to curve. I'll click on this. You see now that these other tools are now activated. Now let's see the convert to curve first. So look at these other tools, but let me just convert this one to curve. Now I'll click on this convert to curve tool in this property bar. I'll click. You notice what happened now. It has now changed the mode. So now for me to curve, I can just click this arrowhead. I'll drag up to bring this down. I'll click this and I'll drag down. You see the nice looking curve I'm making from this. Making a nice looking curve. So I use this arrowhead to control it. Now let's see again. If we want to curve just one side of this line. You see this is a long line. Now we have to break this line. In order for us to break this line, we have to add a node. This is a node. This is a node. So for us to add a node, you can either double click on the line to add a node, or let me undo. You click on the line and you come to this place and click on add node. Now the moment I add a node, I've broken this line apart. I can treat this side as a separate line and I can treat this side as a separate line. You can also move the node to make this line longer and this other side shorter. Now I can treat this other part as a different part of the line. For me to do that, I'll just click and I'll click on convert to curve again. Notice that this side is not affected. I can now work on this side separately. Unlike before when I worked on this side as a full line, now I can now work on this side separately. Now I can work on this side as well. Click on this, click on convert to curve. Then I'll click on this to work on this line separately. See, I'm using this to make a nice curve. So this is how we can use the shape tool as well to make curves. Now looking at other entities, this is to remove a node. If you want to delete a node, if I click on this, if peradventure I added a node to break this line, and then I want to delete this node, I can click on the node and click on delete node, it will go out. Now if you check other tools around there, if I click on this, we can use this to break this line, to break the curve. I can click on break curve. Now I've separated that particular line. If you see, it's out. I can bring this to this side. Now this will take us to another tool. You will see this. We can use this to close the curve. If I click on this, it closes the curve to give me another shape. So we will still look at this because I don't want this tutorial to be very long. I want to show you one thing again before I end this tutorial, what you can use the shape tool to do. Let me keep this by the side. Another thing you can use the shape tool to do is to cut an object. Say for instance, I want to cut this object. I can click and click across where I want to cut. Sorry about that. I'll select this first, click on the shape tool and click. Sorry, I have to convert this to curve first. Let's go click and convert to curve. Now let's cut. I can click, hold this and drag. I can use my arrow, my up arrow key to move up, or I can just click this and move up to cut it. You might not see the effect of this. Let me bring in an object. Let me bring in an image. To bring an image into Corel Draw, you just select the image, copy the image, and you paste it in the Corel Draw window. So let me increase this. Now, assuming I want to cut this image, I will select and then click on the shape tool, click and drag the area I want to select, I want to cut. Then I can move up and cut the bottom part of that image. I can as well round this. Let me see if that's possible. Okay, no. So that's how I use it to curve, to cut an image. Now lastly, before I end this tutorial, I want to show you how you can also add this to a text. How you can affect this can affect a text. I'll click on the text and I will type John. I'll make that a capital letter. Let me increase the font size to 150 and change the font style to, let me change this to this font. So there are so many things we can do. As you see, this text is one, but we can break this text apart. For you to do that, you can click on this, you come to object, and you see break John apart. In some versions of your Corel Draw, you can see break text apart, but this I'm using Corel Draw 2021, and you see break John apart. So I'll click on this. Now you notice that these tests they are now in separate. You can move this and undo to bring it back. So I can now go and convert this text to curve. Then I can now apply this shape tool on them to give it a nice looking shape. I can do this to the J as well. I'll come to object and convert to curve. Notice before you add most of the powerful effect of Corel, you must first of all convert that particular object to curve. So I can select all of them and press Ctrl G to group, or you group from up here. Uh, you see the Ctrl G can combine to group everything together. So these are some of the powerful things you can do with the shape tool. This tutorial is getting too long. I'm going to shortcut this one here, and I'm continuing in the series on one of the powerful things you can use CorelDRAW to do. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video, and also click on the bell icon so that you get notified when I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.